All right, thank you so much. Welcome to the 20th episode of Lunch Out Loud Ottawa.
Number 20, woohoo!
We are the Ottawa podcast that promotes the people, places, events, and music that make this city the incredible place it is today. So today we're kind of doing something different as well. We're running a contest, our first contest with Ottawa Creative Mornings, where you can win 2 free tickets to their Art Throb Youth Scholarship Fundraiser Friday night at 9 p.m. You get to see 3 great acts, local acts, Zoo Legacy, NDMA, who's been on the show, and Silk and Lauman. All you have to do is be the 20th follower from 3 p.m. right now to whenever we get the 20th follower to @Ottawa_CM and tweet your favorite local art throb /crush and use the hashtag LunchOutLoud. So you're thinking, who are these art throbs in the city? Some examples could be Martin Gomez of Fancy Boys, Ryan Steck of Art Engine, Camellia Zara of Ottawa Vela Vogue, maybe even Pat Bolduc of Herd Magazine, or Adam Cycley of Silk and Lauman. And there's so many more. It'll be an awesome night. Speaking of contests, today's guests are Corey and Mandy, 2 key members of Canadian Kiosk and Ottawa Events. Thank you so much for having us here, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I hope you stick around to check it out. Now check this out.
Sometimes I feel like I'm living in a cartoon, life ascension, frame by frame, flipping those pages to make it move. I go out of my mind, when I got too much time to contemplate. If every word you've ever fed me, you said don't shine a paper blade, it's just too late.
That was Let the Credits Roll from Dynamite Motel. She is our second great jazz act and will be performing at the Ottawa Blues Fest on Sunday, July 7th. So she's opening up for Wu-Tang Clan as well. I think it's her
really?
and then Wu-Tang Clan right after that.
That's a good little mix.
She might even be playing with them. We don't know.
That'd be a good collab right there.
So that's Dynamite Motel. You're wondering about the name of that. It's an anagram for her real name of Mindy Amelot. So Mindy Amelot is Dynamite Motel. I was really wondering about that because it was very strange.
Cool. No, that's cool.
Her first album is called Muses, and she's currently working on her second. She's very accessible in the city. You can see her at the Mill Street Brewery on April 11th and the 25th. She's also doing a songwriters showcase at Press Cafe on April 16th, and a house gig every 4th Sunday of the month at Atomic. I don't know if it's Atomic Club or Atomic Rooster.
Probably Atomic Rooster.
I think it's Atomic Rooster.
Atomic Club is way back.
Okay.
Whoever has been in Ottawa that long would know about Atomic. All right, so Corey, how are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
Not too bad. So what brought you to Ottawa? Are you born and raised in Ottawa, or?
No, I was actually born in Grenada in the
Oh,
Caribbean.
really?
Yeah. So I moved to Canada when I was 14. Moved to Brockville, Ontario. You might know the big city.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Rock Vegas.
So I went to high school in Brockville, and after high school, went to London, Ontario for a bit. Went to college out there.
Fanshawe.
Yeah,
Excellent
Fanshawe,
school.
Fanshawe.
Fanshawe.
Yeah.
Been to a
I
few
swore I'd
parties there
never
in my
go
life.
back there. So after that, came back to Brockville, was looking for different opportunities, found Ottawa Kiosk randomly. I've always wanted to be in the online industry and sort of the digital marketing space. Contacted the owner, Craig Dornbos, which is the founder of OttawaKiosk.com. He's had it since 1996. Said, I want to work for you. So he was like, all right, sure. So, started just doing straight sales out of Brockville. Eventually moved up to Ottawa. Did sales here as a sales manager for about 3 years here in Ottawa. After 3 years, I wanted to start my own kiosk essentially and run it on my own, because I felt at that time I had enough experience to go out on my own. So I moved to Kingston, and I took over from Belleville all the way up to Cornwall. So there's probably about 6 sites that we have within the Thousand Islands region.
Oh wow!
So I spent a year and 8 months down in Kingston, developing Kingston Kiosk, Brockville, and all the surrounding areas. And then about 6 months ago, had the opportunity to come back to Ottawa, because I have this vision of, sort of rebranding just Canadian Kiosk instead of having all these individual kiosks like Kingston Kiosk, Toronto Kiosk, which it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm back here now. I got a promotion, became the president of Canadian Kiosk.
Congrats.
About 6 months. Thank you.
Congrats.
So it's been a long 6 years. So yeah.
Sorry, I was going to say, what did you take in school then? Did your schooling help you in this, or did you kind of branch off and go a different direction like most of us in the world?
I mean, school, school was okay. I've learned a lot more, just being, in the real world than I did back in school. Although now that I look back, I kind of feel like I might have sort of maybe pursued, a university degree, to just have those sort of fundamentals like under my belt.
Oh, you're doing a great job. Here, you get
yeah.
What else?
So, but yeah, I took in school, I did graphic design, and then just a general business course that sort of just touched on all the different.
So either way, that's got to help you a little bit throughout your day-to-day.
Absolutely.
Building this business.
So coming to Ottawa only about a little while ago, what have you found? What do you like in Ottawa? Where do you like to go? What has attracted you to
being
kept
from
you
the
here?
big city of Brockville, coming to any sort of real city is a pleasure. There's lots of events happening here on a regular basis compared to Brockville or even Kingston for that matter. So, the summertime in Ottawa is amazing, obviously Blues Fest, but there's lots of other festivals like the Beer Festival as well. I think it's going to be their second year running this year. There's just, a lot going on. In terms of, places that I go to, like restaurants, I go to Blue Cactus a lot. Fish Market, the Senate, which just opened up. We were talking about earlier.
Yeah, Senate is awesome.
And if you're thinking of going to a real sports bar this weekend, I'm gonna have to
try the Senate out.
Try the Senate. It's on Clarence, 33 Clarence. Definitely go there. Say hi to Steve, the owner, and his brother.
Yeah, me and Nick watched a lot of basketball there this weekend, where I got to watch Michigan destroy Kansas as I said they would. And Nick lost that bet, so
doesn't matter. I made up.
Winner again.
I made up the bet the next night anyway, so it's all good.
Yeah.
We ended up even.
Yeah. Any other activities you like doing around town, like winter or summer?
Winter, I try and get out snowboarding when I can.
Nice.
Only made it out once this year, which kind of sucked. But
especially for all the snow we had this year.
Yeah,
so
exactly, all that fresh powder.
Right on.
But other than that. A lot of basketball when I can in the summer, and then I picked up just boxing actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I've been trained for about 8 months.
Where do you do that?
Well, I was doing it in Kingston.
Okay.
I just found a gym here in Ottawa. It's just on King Edward actually. It's also like a city facility as well. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
But I'm going to be starting going back there. I'm not like a professional or anything, but it's just for training.
I won't try to call you.
Yeah, it's just
you look like you might pack a hard punch there.
It's just for training, so I don't like just going to the gym, and hitting the weights. With the boxing, you get a really all around workout, So
absolutely.
We have some great facilities in Ottawa to do that.
Absolutely.
Sweet. And what about yourself, Mandy?
Born and raised in Kingston.
Right on.
Went to college there as well. Did a little bit in Toronto, did photography.
Yeah.
And did a year, loved it, and didn't want to sell out and go commercial, so decided to do it as a hobby.
Yeah.
And went back and I did integrated marketing communications and advertising at SLC for 3 years.
Oh, cool.
And then I worked for a year at a bank. Wasn't really anything fun, and I met Corey, and he brought me in. And I worked with him at Strictly Kingston Kiosk for a few months, did sales as well as what I'm doing now. And then the girl that was doing my current job went back to grad school. Yeah. And he asked me to come to Ottawa. So here I am.
Perfect.
6 months in.
Right? 6 months.
What have you thought of Ottawa moving here 6 months in?
Compared to Kingston, quite a difference. Corey made fun of me when I came up at first because there's always stuff for me to do. Like I come to work, and then when work's over, there's this event and that event. And because of my job, clients are telling me, "Oh, can you come out to this event? Can you do this? And are you going to be there?" So that I don't really need to find things to do because I'm always busy.
Yeah.
So it's great. It's great. So far, so good. I can't complain about anything. Everyone's really nice here too. I lived in Toronto for 6 weeks doing placement, and I hated it.
Yeah.
They're all it's a completely different feeling.
It is.
Walking with your head down.
Yeah, exactly. Or people walking into you like you're not even there.
I'm not involved.
In Ottawa, like
Ottawa's
hello,
like a
waving,
big, small town.
smiling. Yeah, exactly.
Except when they're walking to work on 8 o'clock in the morning on Mondays.
I drive to work. I live in Gatineau, so I don't have to deal with that.
Walking on that. What about any spots that you've gravitated to here? Like, say your friends are coming up on a Friday night or Saturday night from Kingston. Where are you taking them?
Well, so far, Mercury Lounge is one of my favorite places.
It's a great place.
A client actually invited me to see her husband play, and they do so much live music, and that's kind of my thing. So I've been there a bunch of times, and then I like wine, so I go to Vineyards a lot.
Vineyards. I've yet to try that place.
Yeah, it's Fish Market and Coasters. It's all in the same building, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So go in the basement is where you can sample all the wine and beer. Yeah. So
they actually
I've been there before.
I think they have more. They have more beers than Pub Italia.
Really?
Yeah, they got a vineyard down there.
350, and they give you a book, and you literally look through what country you want to get your beer or wine from, and then you go into the bar
has
and
the
order.
Beer Bible, and which has a lot. You know, and I thought they had the most, but Vineyards has more.
Apparently has more.
Yeah,
really?
Scotch
I went there for a
Scotch
friend's
too.
birthday once, and that was specifically why we went there. Because of that.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
They have a challenge where people go in and they have to try every single one.
Oh,
Throughout
really?
their lifetime?
So people,
Throughout the lifetime
they
or the
will
night?
literally no, not in one night. But you because
that sounds like a challenge. I'm up for
it. In one night, I don't think so.
I killed that Century game before, so we could try 300 and something instead of 100, I guess.
Sample size only, no full glasses.
Right on.
All right, and so we're gonna just take one listen to Mahalo Blues from Dynamite Motel, her second song that we'll be playing. So July 7th at Blues Fest on the Sunday. If she's playing in the afternoon, definitely get out there in the afternoon. I can't stress that enough. At Blues Fest, the afternoon shows are incredible. Don't just go for the later shows at 7. So we'll be right back with Mandy and Corey talking about everything Canadian Kiosk, Ottawa events, and digital rewards. See you next. Go ahead.
Always made it there on my own. Never needed to be someone's. Did it once, did it twice, did it 3 times. I thought it'd be nice, but no, I ain't gonna chase on after you. Now with my guitar, my shoulders are already bruised. No, I ain't gonna chase on after you. When you think you're on empty, you got a little more to lose.
Come on. All right, that was an excellent track. Can't wait to see that at Blues Fest. Mm-hmm. All right, so Corey, why don't you tell us a little more about Canadian Kiosk, the past, maybe present, and what the future, and all things about it.
Yeah, did it start with Canadian Kiosk and then branch down to different ones, or did it start?
No, so it started as OttawaKiosk.com.
Okay.
Like I said, Craig Dornbos founded it in 1996.
96,
In 96, so it's going on with 17 years,
And what did it start as?
So
because the internet wasn't as
I was going to say OttawaKiosk.com.
So
I'm assuming was not around in 96. But.
Right, so the concept originally was to create a city guide that would allow people to go online to find out about things to do here in Ottawa, different attractions, and then also find local businesses as well. So it's a full business directory, as well as a attractions guide for more of the tourism side as well. So that was the original why it started, and it started. Craig, it was like a project for him in college.
Oh, cool.
And after the project was over, businesses started contacting him saying, hey, I found your website. I want to have my business listed as well. And he's like, well, the project's over, and they're like, well, we'll give you money.
Okay.
And then he started,
Sure, sounds good.
So that's how that started, and he's turned it into a full business.
He's still with the company?
And Craig's still with the company. Yeah, he's still one of the partners.
Wow.
Absolutely. He still plays a big role. He manages some of our bigger clients like OLG Slots. is one of our biggest clients, and so yeah, he's still involved.
So with them being their clients, they get prime location on the Ottawa or Canadian Kiosk.
Right. So what happened? 10 years in, since 1996, Craig partnered up with a guy called Stephen Lau, and they decided to build all these other kiosks in other cities. So they developed 50 sites across Canada. So all the major cities, like Toronto, Montreal, Kingston, etc. And they put a new face onto the website, complete new back end, so it's like, semi-automated. And then, so now, we still have those 50 sites set up across Canada. We're currently getting just over 6 million people a year that use our network across Canada. We've added an events guide. We've added a coupons guide. We've added specials, so you can come onto our site and see, on a Monday night, specials from local businesses.
Oh, cool! Like you kind of list like different wing nights in the city or cheap beer or whatnot.
You got Tuesday, whatever.
That's
it is.
awesome.
Exactly. So that's what it is now. It's sort of evolved into more than just a business directory and sort of a travel guide.
Yeah.
Into more, like I said, events, coupons, specials.
How many hits per day or month are you getting right now?
Well, here in
versus the past, has it been increasing steadily with the added value that you're giving?
Absolutely. As we add new features to the website, our traffic goes up.
Yeah.
So right now, here in Ottawa, we get the most traffic. 3 million a year here in Ottawa, because the site's been around for the longest. Those other websites, they've only been online for about 5 years.
Yeah.
So they're constantly growing too as well. But right now, what we're trying to do is to create just one brand, CanadianKiosk.ca, which we will add even more features to, and we will go into every single city in Canada. Right now, we're just in 50, but we're looking to expand into every single city. And so it's a one centralized website that you would go to. It would, based off your IP address, it would know where you are.
Yeah.
So it would essentially just pull up Ottawa content if you're in Ottawa. If you wanted to look for anything to do in Toronto, you would just select Toronto, and it would pull up just Toronto content.
Oh, that's really cool. So you're going to have like applications, I'm assuming, for different mobile devices and whatnot?
Absolutely. So when we launch, we're looking to launch this new CanadianKiosk.ca website in the next 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
Okay. So with that, we will have an iPhone app that comes out as well. Which will identify where you are, and you'll be able to search like local events, businesses, etc. With the new site, some of the new features we're adding is a full classifieds section. We're adding users, so you can actually become a user of Canadian Kiosk, where you will be able to post reviews on businesses, reviews on events.
That's a good idea.
So you're encompassing a lot of things that are already out there.
Right.
You're encompassing Yelp for the reviews. You're encompassing
Kijiji essentially for the classifieds.
Yeah. So
the whole, we're trying to create one portal that someone can go to find everything and anything to do with a particular city. Which is a huge task.
Yeah. It sounds like a lot of jobs or a lot of man hours for a couple of different people. I don't know.
Absolutely. It's not easy.
Mandy's raising her hand. You're like, I do everything.
Yeah.
You poor thing.
So, a lot of this stuff we're pulling feeds from. So, for example, a new feature on the site will be able to see gas prices. So you can click and see all the gas prices for here in Ottawa. And as well, that will be fed into your iPhone app. So whether you're in Toronto or Ottawa, you can see, gas stations, what the prices are.
That's a great idea. I need that.
You're essentially creating a site that you have to have open at all. Like if you're on your computer doing anything, you have to have it open at all times. You're on the site at all times.
Anything you need.
We're pulling news feeds as well, so you'll be able to see, featured stories, a few other things like really focusing on job search. So we'll have a full jobs section where people can log in, post jobs. It's also pulling information from other job websites onto our site as well. Again, we'll have a full business directory, full events guide, coupons, specials.
I think the specials is a great idea. Yeah. I really like that because you can go to any city and you're walking around with your buddies or whoever, and you're like, where should we go eat?
Oh, here we go.
Plug it in and off you go. You're like, 3 blocks away, there's a wing deal on right now.
Always good to save a couple bucks.
Oh, absolutely.
This time in the economy,
Yeah. So, Mandy, you sound like you're quite busy then. You want to tell us a little bit about your day-to-day activities or
tell us
day
about-
to night to...
So Corey's everything else. I am events.
Okay.
So primarily Ottawa events. So Ottawa events on Facebook, Ottawa_events on Twitter.
If you haven't liked them on Facebook, they have over 14,000 likes, and on Twitter at Ottawa_events. They have over 18,000 followers on that, so they're I think they're just a couple followers under Jim Watson. It's in and around that. But yeah, tell us more about Ottawa events and what you do, and if people don't have them, they're missing out on a lot of excellent opportunities.
So basically my job is to make sure that all of you guys know what is going on in Ottawa. So the community events calendar is probably one of the most important sections of the website, aside from the directory listings. We get 30,000 hits a month on that, people coming to see what's going on. And we work with any event that's going on. So charity events, galas. This year we're a huge sponsor for the Ottawa Gala coming up on the 13th, which I'm going to.
Nice.
Haven't found an outfit yet, but we're working on it.
Where is the Ottawa Gala this year?
Where is it this year? I don't even know.
I forget too.
It's at the
Is it at the Congress?
No, it's right across from the Congress at the where the old train station used to be. Where the trains. I don't know the exact name of that. Anyways, it's a great night for all the young professionals. With all the young professionals,
You can find it online. On
Go to OttawaKiosk.com events and Ottawa Gala.
What other events are you sponsoring coming up?
This Saturday night is a retro rock dance party. They are an autism support. So we're giving away a few tickets to that on Facebook today. And I think it's $25 to get in. Great cause. They're going to have a silent auction. 19 plus event, everyone. And
Great silent auction as well.
And then we also work with non-charity groups. So Kenny Shows is one of our big clients. So all the trade shows that happen, the Pet Expo, the Home Renovation Show, the Home Design Show, the Cottage and Backyard Show. So Cottage and Backyard is also next weekend, as well as the National Women's Show. So next weekend I have 4 things to go to, and I chose Ottawa Gala.
National Women's Show. What goes on at the National Women's Show?
It's basically like a trade show for women.
So
you
go.
This year they have over 250 exhibitors. Basically, food, clothing, makeup, all girly stuff, and they give gift bags to the first few hundred people that show up. We're giving away tickets to that too.
Nice.
But yeah, it's basically a big girls' night out, but all day long.
Why don't you tell us about your promotions that the Ottawa Senators promotion, because that seems to have been really successful. Everybody sees that gets passed around on everybody's Facebook feeds.
Yes, this is. I also, aside from the events, I run all the contests on the website. So sometimes we are donated items from the clients to give away to raise awareness. Other times we purchase things to give away because we love all of you and want you to have fun. Our You Be the Judge contest is the only contest of its kind in Ottawa. We own some seats at all the Senators games, which we buy every year, and we have a contest surrounded by the 2 gold judge seats located right behind the net. So it's a whole night event. You get access. Right? Yeah, first row, right behind the net. You're sitting right. I would say Bishop, but he's gone. Anderson, when he comes back.
They got rid of Bishop?
Yeah, he was.
They traded him.
Yeah.
They
traded the biggest guy in the league for basically the smallest guy in the league.
Yeah, literally. Anyway, so You Be the Judge contest is every Senators game we give away tickets, access to Club Wisers. So whole night you go have dinner, go watch the game. In between dinner, you have your snacks in Wisers Club. And then after the game, the Bell All Access interview, so they bring in one of the players, and only the people in that club get to witness that. And it's not something that the general public can purchase, so it's business owners only.
That's cool.
We've been part of that for 6 years.
So how do you go about winning the tickets?
OttawaEvents.com and navigate to the contest tab at the top and pick the game you want to see and enter.
Oh, that's it.
Simple.
You don't have to do it. I don't have to sing a song or dance or anything.
You just give us your name.
Click and
give us your name, and you're in the draw.
And on Facebook as well, you can.
Yeah, Facebook we do kind of a bonus. So because I actually have the physical tickets, I will post a photo of them and say, "Have you entered this contest? Click this link to enter and share this photo for an extra entry." So get a little bit more traction that way.
So
we usually get about 600-700 shares for every Sens ticket photo that I post, which is pretty great.
Yeah.
It helps build our network as well. Because if someone on your Facebook doesn't know what Ottawa Events is, but they see that you shared a photo and they want to go to the game, they're going to go like our page and et cetera.
That's great for businesses.
So,
Absolutely.
And the third thing we wanted to talk about today, something that's upcoming, and I don't know if it's just with Sparks. I'm going to learn now. But the digital rewards program. So can you tell people of Ottawa what the digital rewards program, what they can expect from that?
So digital rewards it's spawned from the idea that we want to reward people for using the businesses that are listed within our directory to set us apart. So what we've done is we're trialing it on Spark Street, and we have these digital kiosks that basically are it's a touch screen.
right in front of you.
Are these
you guys
the
can't
templates
see,
here?
but-
Yeah,
See that, everybody?
yeah.
Awesome.
It's an Android tablet with touchscreen with an enclosure around it. Attached to the kiosk is what's called the NFC reader. And NFC it's near field communication. Mm-hmm. It's what's powering all of the mobile payments. So MasterCard has had NFC in their credit cards for some time. You see Interact Flash is also NFC. So it's a technology that's coming that essentially allows people to tap their phone to pay for certain things. But we're using it in a different way to reward people. So if you go into one of the stores that we have that are a part of Digital Rewards on Spark Street, you're able to actually tap your phone or tap your NFC card onto the kiosk. Every time you tap your phone or your card, you actually get Canadian Kiosk bucks back. So with the Canadian Kiosk bucks, you actually can go onto our website and go to the store to see a list of items which you can use or which you can purchase, online. So gift certificates, movie tickets, passes, so we're going to have a wide range of items just to reward people for using the businesses that are listed on our website.
And going to local shops. I love that
And
on
going to
Sparks.
local-
That's going to drive a lot of people to local shops.
So how many of these are you going to have out here? I'm counting. We got about
So I have
10 of them or so.
I've installed 10 so far. We're installing another 10. Hopefully by the end of next week onto Spark Street. So we're going to have 20 businesses on the program. We're really just sort of, before we put it out there and really start marketing it, just want to test it, make sure everything's working properly. Everything seems to be going so good so far. And then we will start opening it up to our clients in the market. So essentially, you go to different businesses in the market, you go to Spark Street, you go down to Preston Street, you're collecting, money back, which you can use to buy movie tickets, at the end of the week.
That's a great idea.
Where can people get the physical the physical
the cards?
Yeah.
So there's a way you can just go on to digitalrewards.ca and sign up. You don't actually need a card to sign up online.
Okay.
You sign up. You can come to our office here, 16 Beechwood, Unit 202, to pick up a card.
Great office, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice views.
Nice view. Yeah.
And you can also go to any one of the participating businesses to pick up a card as well. And that list will be online as well for you to check out. And so you pick up your card, and then you essentially register your card to your account, and then that's it. You're ready to go.
Awesome.
Well, that's excellent. You taught us so much today. Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
Corey,
you.
Yeah. I just want to thank Auntie Lou's Treats for providing us some great treats. We provided your staff with a lot of them. It's the only vegan bakery out there, I think, in and around the Ottawa area, but it's an incredible company on Bronson Ave, and they've expanded to Farm Boy, the Farm Boy that we go to near the gym.
Yeah.
So you can see her there, and it's her and a small team of local Ottawa people making awesome bakery treats, all vegan. So that's, I guess, I don't know if they're healthier. There's a ton of there's a lot of sugar.
They didn't taste bad. They were good.
There's a difference between artificial sugar, though, and real sugar that is healthier.
Okay, well, I don't know about that. Sugar
crash.
Matt Carmichael was telling me about that
stuff. So thank you so much. And next week we will be interviewing Ali and his partner from DNA Presents. It's going to be very interesting talking about this year's Canada Day
Escapade. I just got off the phone with him earlier today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, there you
Yeah,
go.
we're going to be working with them again this year.
Sweet.
Well, there you go.
Awesome.
You're everywhere.
Should be a good
You guys are everywhere.
I try.
So we'll be with Ali. Maybe we'll talk about some Nick stories from last year.
Well, I'm sure we're going to have to bring it up.
I hope so as well. And our musical guest will probably be DJ Acro. So just to tie in with the whole theme. So thank you so much, Nick Pachuski.
Andrew Miller.
Signing
we
out.
got one more time.
Yeah,
one more song coming up here.
I always forget that.
Yeah, don't forget. That's what I'm here for.
Our last song will be Freedom's Emotion from Dynamite Motel, so check that out. And do the contest at Ottawa CM. Your favorite art throb, win the tickets, #lunch out loud. Have a great day. Thank you so much.
Shadow